But let's talk about this bitch. Let's talk about this bitch.
I'm not going for it because she mad, shorty. I am God's child, not Chyna. Chyna is a PR stunt. Come on, bitch. We know better. I don't give a fuck. She'll never talk to me in life, child. I raised her, had her, taught her. She know everything. She know everything. This bitch is faking. In Jesus' name, stop her. Right now. Put her on her back for playing with you, Lord. Take her name out the Lamb's Book of Life. If she playing with you, Lord, in Jesus' name, you're not going to do that.
This bitch. This bitch that asked God to put her on. This bitch that asked God to put her.
Hey, this morning, Angie, you can fuck with me if you want, bitch.
This bitch. I'm at a loss for words, bitch. Let's try part two. See if I can speak after we watch part two, bitch. Cause I can't. I can't with this bitch.
Hey, this morning, Angie, you can fuck with me if you want, bitch. I showed you a text. And you be sitting in the house looking stupid as fuck like you been being, bitch. And I'm talking to my fucking daughter right now, you fucking slut bucket. You a weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo. You're gonna stay a weirdo. You always been a fucking weirdo. Any motherfucking way. Always been trying to protect your jealous nothing ass bitch. Always. You don't want nobody to get above you. You didn't want treasure to get above you. Because bitches would have surpassed you. That's why you don't take care of nobody. In that order. Shit this morning, Angie.
Now you cheerleading for Treasure? Wasn't you the one who said Treasure won't shit and you wanted Treasure away from your daughter and your grandkids? Oh my lord, if I had this bitch as a client, honey, and I could fix her motherfucking life, bitch, I would be career set. This bitch. Jay said Chris love the kiss. Ah, stop it. Najee said, I wish somebody would drag the fuck out of Tokyo. Bitch. Tokyo be dragging the fuck out of herself, honey. And that foolish ass red lipstick and them 1990 draw on eyebrows, bitch, honey. Them swipe, them upside down Nike check eyebrows, bitch. Bitch, spending all her motherfucking coins on opioids and marijuana instead of a place to stay, honey. Tokyo is a read her motherfucking self. Bitch need to downgrade. Her name shouldn't be Tokyo, it should be Kimono. Start small, bitch, and build your way up. Honey. Go to she give me like she really need to go to rehab. I really don't like putting shit on people. You know, I really don't like putting drugs on people. You know, but I think her smoking crack would be better than her just being sober and sane and doing the shit that she do. You know, if I was a mother like her and I woke up one day and started thinking clearly, I probably would tell people I was smoking crack. When you look back on that shit that she done said. My lord, my lord. If she was my mother, honey, I'd be ashamed of her too. She wouldn't even have got as many chances as she motherfucking got with Blac Chyna if I was Chyna. But honey, we know Chyna done been fucked up for a long time, and as soon as we met her mother, it was no more questions on why Chyna was fucked up. Once you met Tokyo, once you met Kimono, once you met whatever personality you was gonna get that day, then you completely understood why Chyna was fucked up. Matter of fact, let me bring these bitches back up. My lord, my lord. Pray for China. I think that Tokyo Kimono Dragon is beyond help. Y'all see the eyebrows? Y'all see what I'm talking about? Mm, 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 mm. Tokyo, Tokyo, Tokyo. Oh, ways. And she would be a nice looking older woman, if she wasn't such a fucking mess. She definitely gave like she was dropped on her head when she was a baby. The soft spot. You know how they tell you to hold the baby so that you don't hit the soft spot? Somebody punched that child in the soft spot. Mm-hmm. 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 My Lord. Pray for it. Pray for it. Let me check the chat. We got Najee in the chat. I said Tokyo's jealous of her own daughter. Jay agrees. That is, Jay says it's giving jealous to him too. Najee said not kimono, chopstick. Yes, I gave her too much, didn't I? I gave her too much, didn't I, Najee? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and formerly Tokyo Toni, Blac Chyna's mother. Her new name is Chopstick Toni. Cause she ain't been living up to the full Tokyo. Okay, okay. It's giving you something deeper. Now she said you can see it on the skin. Yeah, you can see it on the skin because she had skin that shouldn't be wrinkled up and leathery like that, and it's very wrinkled up and leathery. You know. Jay says he feels like it's something deeper, and this is where I'm gonna chime in. I brought this story up for a reason. I was determined to speak on this for a reason. And that's because I have personal experience. Uh, Baby, honey. Now, me and my mother ain't as public as Blac Chyna and Chopstick Toni. But, baby, it's a lot of similarities. It's a lot of similarities, honey. Baby, if you one of the friends, then you already know that, honey, me and my mother don't get along. I read her publicly. Then sometimes you'll see us together in family photos and videos and shit. For example, right now we ain't speaking. To keep it 100 with you, for example, right now we ain't speaking. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Usually when we not speaking, I'm better. Blac Chyna and Tokyo Toni. Now, I had a conversation. I remember I ain't going to go through all the history of me and my mother. We ain't got enough time. And y'all, I don't know if y'all have enough education and certification to be able to process all that I would want to tell you, honey. It's a lot of trauma. It's a lot of narcissism. But, baby, I can relate. I remember an older family member. I went to them when I was young, and I was just like, why does my mother seem to hate me so much? Like, what have I ever done to her? Like, it's clear that this ain't normal for mothers to be this nasty to their children. And it was always a weird dynamic with me because it was a thing where on the outside, from the outside looking in, if you didn't know me intimately, if you didn't know my family, intimately. If you just saw us and heard of us, you would assume I had a perfect mother. You know, I had a lot of friends who always, oh, I wish your mom was my mom. But baby, when it was just me in that house, or when it was just me, her, and my brother, mm-mm. Especially after my stepfather got locked up, mm-mm. But I had an older family member who's very close to my mom tell me, I went to them, I cried to them, why does my mama seem to hate me? And they told me that my mom was jealous of me. And it didn't feel like a complete answer. It didn't feel like a complete answer. For one, it took a long time for me to process it because I didn't think that it was possible for a mother to be jealous of their child. You know, I just imagined having children and couldn't imagine being jealous of them. Over time and experience with my mother, and also reassessing, reevaluating my own life, you know, training as a psychologist, going on my own wellness journey, and going through therapy and going through psychiatry myself, personally, the answer that I put together for a dynamic very similar to this, the answer I put together for myself was that my mother is not only jealous of me in a sense, she's jealous of me in the sense of she sees a lot of her own potential in me. She sees a lot of things that she could have been and she could have become because she's seen me do it. And in seeing me do it, she's seen characteristics that I've essentially gotten from her, inherited from her. She's seen characteristics that I've inherited from her and I've used to, in some ways, be a better person than her or be more successful in her eyes. I've been able to accomplish quite a few things compared to her. But it's even bigger than that and deeper than that. Because before I could accomplish anything, there was already something there. She's jealous of the relationship that I had with my grandmother. Yes. The dynamic is different because with my mother being so young when she had me and so out in the streets when she had me, my grandmother stepped in very early, stepped in to help, and essentially became my primary caregiver for most of my childhood. Yeah, absolutely most. A great majority. It was a thing where I'd see my mom like on the weekends or every other weekend, at a point where I was seeing her on a regular basis before I moved in with her as a teenager. And baby, that's when I started running away, getting high, and all of the things, and I don't think it was a coincidence. Being a psychologist and knowing my own story, I know that it wasn't a coincidence. But a lot of people talk about, I bring up this story, and if you know Chyna's story, do you know how similar it sounds? Um, Me and Chyna were literally born and raised within 60 miles of each other during the same era, during the same period.